Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play GeoGuessr. It's Tuesday, which of course means that this is time for a subreddit challenge. This is interesting and unusual photospheres number 84, monuments. It says, please don't leave the spheres. There are multiple spheres in this one though, so I think I'm allowed to move. In commemoration of heroic self-sacrifice, 1899. William Fisher, age 9, lost his life on Rodney Road, Walworth, while trying to save his little brother from being run over, July 12, 1886. He'd been to 2 of the locations. That's cool. George Frederick Simmons of Islington rushed into a burning house to save an aged widow and died of his injuries, December 1st, 1886. Breaking ice at Highgate Ponds. This sounds very English, so it's either Britain or New England. William Drake lost his life in averting a serious accident to a lady, Hyde Park, that's England, April 2nd, 1869. Whose horses were unmanageable through the breaking of the carriage pool? I have no idea. But Hyde Park is in England. Am I allowed to move from this? I think I'm supposed to. As long as I don't leave the photosphere. I mean, around UK is a photosphere. Walk around the park, I guess. It's definitely London. Simi says yes, I can move around as long as I don't leave the photosphere. Ain't never gonna stop now, baby. Ooh. I don't recognize these streets or this particular park. Oh, wait a minute. It's labeled. Oh, no. That's very disappointing. There's no sphere in between these two. We're north of the Thames. Postman's Park. At least we know we're north of the Thames. That's something. Problem is, Postman's Park ain't exactly big. Portman Square? No, Postman. The Sexy Fish is right there. I know Boone Scrublord and company are watching, but it seems like a place that fish should go to. Postman's Park. This is where we're standing right now on King Edward Street, so I guess we're right here. Thank you for not doing me dirty. $5,000, by the way, spam that email. First time today. Not surprised, Japan is not my strongest of locations. Allow me to crack another cold one. Adam, hello, welcome. This is interesting and unusual photospheres number 84. Monuments. Am I looking at a monument right there, or is it just somebody's head? I think it's somebody's head who's taking these pictures. I think the monument is this. It's a pillar. So nigh is grandeur to our dust, so near to God to man. So near is God to man. When duty whispers low, thou must, the youth replies, I can. Ralph Waldo Emerson. It's apparently a very good seed, according to Jay, that African Excursions has just posted through. Ralph Waldo Emerson, of course, of New England fame. This does appear to be the United States. Is that Liberty Hall? Is there a pillar outside Liberty Hall? This could be Liberty Square. Let us strive on to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations. Lincoln. There's a compass rose in the ground. Can we go this way? Is it really? Ooh, no. I was excited. Is there a river in Philadelphia? To Giovanni da Verranzo, the navigator from Italy, who in 1524 crossed the perilous Northern Ocean, first to behold the coast of the future United States, cast anchor in this bay, so we are not in Philadelphia, explore its islands, one of which became, because of its shape, he christened Rhodes, name later extended to the entire state of Rhode Island. Donated by Caprara, the Marble City, and by Grieve in Chianti, where Verrazzano was born, in pledge of ever-growing friendship between the American and the Italian peoples. Carrara, the Marble City, and by Grieve in Chianti. Hey, Nighty. Yeah, they're all there. They're all uploaded. They're just not posted, and I have not had time. It's been a really busy week. It's kind of crazy. Does it say Meuse Argonne? It does. Alright, so we're in Rhode Island, I guess. Which island is Rhode Island? That makes the entire state a road. Because of its shape. I don't even know what that means. The Marble City, Carrara. I think Carrara is listed somewhere. None of these things say Carrara. The name is derived from Dutch, Rhode Island. Look, when has truth ever stopped Americans from claiming what they are going to claim? The answer, nothing. Answer, never. The Marble City. Why would an East Coast American city even be named the Marble City anyway? It doesn't make any sense. I'm assuming it's got to be Providence, right? Does that mean like we're on campus of Brown or something? There's a canal, right? Yeah. Are we in Water Place Park? That's the Woonasquatucket River. Woonasquatucket? There's a park next to the river with a freaking pillar in the middle of it. The Rhode Island Holocaust Memorial is in here as well. That's the Frank Licht Judicial Complex we saw at the beginning. How close are we to this thing? Oh, we're practically at the end. Yeah, we're closer to this. There you go. 5,000 points. I didn't miss it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Radix missed his challenge. Yes. It wasn't in the queue. I played it first. Irony. That can cut like a knife. Ah, well, back to my wife. Interesting. Krenyi Zoltan is one who has taken this series of photospheres. What? Is that a water tower? Where's the top of it? This is a weird set of photospheres, this is. In Soviet Russia, spheres follow you. It's not Russia. This is a great clue. Fantastic clue. I don't know anything about this flag though, so horrible clue for me. Zabadnet? Zabadnet. That sounds familiar also. Doesn't help. Red, white, green with a red star. Is that Kazakhstan? Kyrgyzstan? I feel like it's one of the eastern stands. Kyrgyzstan has the sun, right? I feel like this is the one with the sun on it. Language is unique for its area. That doesn't help me any. It's a very interesting monumental park. It appears to be some sort of Soviet thing. The Soviet Republic was red, green, red, white, green? I thought the Soviet Republic had blue in it. Because it was based off the Russian flag. No, the Soviet Republic has the red with the sickle. Careful not to spoil the AE, please. I feel like this is a communist park of some sort. Stars were famously cut out during a particular... No, that does not help at all. My Eastern history is woefully poor. Some very lifelike bronzes. Whoever the sculptor was did a pretty decent job. It's very dynamic. Well, now I know round 2 is a 50-50 shot possibility. I have no idea where we are. I mean, no freaking clue. I'm not getting any clues on these things. All I know is it's communist in nature and apparently a tourist site because there are tourists here. And it's flat. It's very flat. Which means Kyrgyzstan seems less and less likely. Kazakhstan more and more. We'll say we're outside Astana. Nope, Hungary. Oh, yeah. And then the stars were cut out when the Hungarians left the communist bloc. That makes much more sense. I get it. That's why the star confused the hell out of me, because obviously the Hungarians are not... they are not, well... At one point, we're definitely not communist. Cool. Kazakhstan uses Cyrillic. Yes, well, I had one word. It's a Spanish synagogue in some sort of Czech place. Very interesting statue, that is. I guess that's why it's interesting and unusual. We are in the Europes. Oh, this is truly a photosphere by Milan Zilmek-Żelewski. Finnish is the closest. Hungarian is unique. No other European language is like it. It's probably because they settled into that whole bowl and, like, then cut off outside contact for 100 years. It definitely helps to solidify languages like that. It is sort of proto, or it has a similar proto, oh crap. Wherever we are, there are multiple tour groups that come to this particular location don't look alike. But I don't know. We're in Europe. That's how little I'm worrying about that one. France. No, I checked it. It was in Prague. What is it? It is the Kafka monument. Oh, how very Kafka-esque. That's fair. There's a very tall, very lonely tree. We're building over here. Some sort of bridge? Presumably in Japan. I don't know anything about very tall, very lonely trees in Japan, so we're just gonna make the guess. Up in the north. Does it tell me what this very tall, very lonely tree is? It's the miracle pine. I wonder why it's so called a miracle. I don't know, but there you go. That is interesting and unusual photospheres number 84 monuments. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Tokyo guess. I don't know. Whatever. Somewhere in Japan. That's the American. It's in Japan. Guessed by Tokyo. That's the tree that survived the tsunami. Oh. Is that why it's a miracle pine? Were there a bunch of pines there before the tsunami? I don't know. Very interesting. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We might find out. If you are watching on YouTube, you got to wait until tomorrow to see any more GeoGuessr because this one is all set. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated to everything as happens. Until next time, cheers.